Hi everybody, I would like to show you this video about global warming. Many people do not know about global warming or even do not know what is it. And they ask what is the global warming. So firstly, what is it? It's the increase in average temperature of the earth. There are some causes that make this problem. The main two reasons of global warming are industries and deforestation. Let's talk about deforestation. By most accounts, its tropical rainforests adds more carbon dioxide to the atmosphere than the sum total of cars and trucks on the world's roads. According to the World Car Free Network, cars and trucks account for about 14% of global carbon emissions, while most analysts attribute upward of 15% to deforestation. The second main reason is industries. They release various gases into the water and air. Carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide are the major greenhouse gases. Different gases have different heat trapping capabilities. Some of them trap more heat than carbon dioxide. Methane is much more effective than carbon dioxide in trapping heat in the atmosphere. By driving cars, using electricity from coal-fired plants and heating up our homes from natural gases, we release carbon dioxide and other heating trapping gases in the atmosphere. As you see here, the graph shows the percentage contribution to CO2 emissions from human activities. According to this graph, deforestation and transportation are sending CO2 more than the other activities.
Global warming refers to increase in the Earth's average temperature. Most discussion on global warming today set a correlation between an increase in global temperature and increase some harmful gases in the atmosphere. Human activity increases the amount of those gases in the atmosphere, and as a result, the greenhouse effect increases the Earth's temperature. Unfortunately, there are some impacts from increasing temperature are already happening, and they are: ice is melting worldwide, sea level rise become faster over the last century, some animals from the land and the sea have moved further north to cooler areas, some diseases will spread such as malaria carried by mosquitoes. We should do something to stop global warming or at least decrease it. We have suggested the solution to save Earth from the global warming. First, greening transportation. Second, revering up renewable. Third, recycling. Greening transportation. The green transportation sector's emissions have increased at a faster rate than other energy use sectors over the past decades. A variety of solutions are at hand, including using a car works by solar power or using a public transportation. Revering up renewables. Renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, geothermal, and bioenergy are available around the world. Renewable technologies can be deployed quickly, are increasingly cost-effective, and create jobs while reducing pollution. Recycling. Starting recycled paper, plastic, newspaper, glasses, and aluminum cards will decrease the global warming. If there isn't recycling program at your workplace, school, or in your community, we should ask about starting one. By recycling half of your household waste, we can save 2,400 pounds of carbon dioxide. And in the end, I want you to watch this short video about global warming, and thank you.
For 2.5 million years, the Earth's climate has fluctuated, cycling from ice ages to warmer periods. But in the last century, the planet's temperature has risen unusually fast, about 1.2 to 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Scientists believe it's human activity that's driving the temperatures up, a process known as global warming. Ever since the Industrial Revolution began, Factories, power plants, and eventually cars have burned fossil fuels such as oil and coal, releasing huge amounts of carbon dioxide and other gases into the atmosphere. These greenhouse gases trap heat near the Earth through a naturally occurring process called the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect begins with the sun and the energy it radiates to the Earth. The Earth and the atmosphere absorb some of this energy, while the rest is radiated back into space. Naturally occurring gases in the atmosphere trap some of this energy and reflect it back, warming the Earth. Scientists now believe that the greenhouse effect is being intensified by the extra greenhouse gases that humans have released. Evidence for global warming includes a recent string of very warm years. Scientists report that 1998 was the warmest year in measured history, with 2005 coming in second. Meanwhile, readings taken from ice cores show that the greenhouse gases carbon dioxide and methane have hit their highest levels in the past 420,000 years. Arctic sea ice is also shrinking. According to NASA studies, the extent of Arctic sea ice has declined about 10% in the last 30 years. As long as industrialized nations consume energy and developing countries increase their fossil fuel consumption, the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere will continue to rise. Researchers predict that temperatures will increase about 2 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit by the end of the century. What's less certain is what rising temperatures mean for the planet. Some climate models predict subtle changes. Others forecast rising sea levels which could flood coastal areas around the world. Weather patterns could change, making hurricanes more frequent. Severe droughts could become more common in warm areas, and species unable to adapt to the changing conditions would face extinction. Although much remains to be learned about global warming, many organizations advocate cutting greenhouse gas emissions to reduce the impact of global warming. Consumers can help by saving energy around the house, switching to compact fluorescent light bulbs, and driving fewer miles in the car each week. These simple changes may help keep the Earth cooler in the future.